Hi everyone. So I have to be honest with you guys. I am struggling today. So welcome to my downward spiral. I'm coming down from the high, and it's creating some issues. Um, I've actually tried to do this already like 3 times without my notes, and it just was not working. So I went ahead and did my notes and got my thoughts in order, and I'm ready to do this now. Um, I'm exhausted. I am beyond exhausted. Coming down from the high, I realized this time that a lot of the reasons that I don't feel good are things that I did when I was in my manic state. So I have to remember that everything that I do during both states is going to affect the other state. For example, I'm extremely sleepy right now. I mean, I had a really tough time staying awake at work today. And why is that? Because I was going on 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep a night while I was in my manic state. So I'm paying for that now. I feel very sluggish. I didn't eat right when I was in my manic state because it was a constant going. I have to keep going. I have to keep doing this. I have to keep doing that. I have to keep moving. We can waste any time. So it was a lot of really quick meals, which you guys, let's be honest, everybody knows quick meals actually mean probably like fast food and stuff that's really not good for us. And to be honest with you, I have issues with my stomach as it is. So I'm not feeling good right now. I'm feeling sluggish. I'm feeling heavy. It's just not a good feeling. I'm very sore. Every part of my body pretty much hurts to where like my skull hurts, my cranium hurts. It's and why is that? Because again, constant moving, constant change. I need to move my living room around. I need to move my bedroom around. I need to clean the whole house top to bottom. And again, so now that I'm slowing down, it's taking a toll on my body. So again, I need to realize that the things that I do on one state will affect the other state. For example, now that I'm on my downward spiral where I'm not feeling my best emotionally, there's a lot of things that I need to look out for. Um, for example, because I'm tired, I'm very tired and I just want to sleep all the time, then I kind of neglect the house. I don't pay attention to what's going on. And with my boyfriend and my son, you know how kids can be. They leave stuff all over the place. But I'm just so tired. I'm like, forget it. I'll just get it some other time. Or I don't even tell him. I'm like, I'll tell him later. I don't even want to go to his room. And so the house starts going into like a slow decline of clutter and mess. And that's going to wreak havoc on me when I come out of this because I'm going to look at all the chaos around. There's chaos in here, there's chaos out there, and it's not going to mesh well. The other thing that I need to look out for right now is taking care of my responsibilities. And because I'm so tired and I'm so without energy, without anything, if I'm not careful, I'll let things start to slip through the cracks. This can be very dangerous, especially at work. I do a lot with finance. I do the books for a company, and so I can't do that. I need to focus, and I need to make sure that every penny is accounted for and things like that. And not to mention, I also deal with some time sensitive things, and so if I start letting stuff slip through the cracks, I'm going to get backed up in work, and that's going to create more stress on me because I'm going to be like, oh no, now I'm backing up. It's going to overwhelm me, and it's not going to be good. The simple things will start to slip through the cracks, like the grocery shopping, just things like that. Then I won't have what I need. My son is 14. During the summers, he likes to spend his time with his grandma because, again, he doesn't like to get up early. And besides, it's not like he can, take the car yet and go grocery shopping or whatever. My boyfriend works. He leaves the house before I get home, before I wake up, or before I have to go, and he comes home after, a lot of the times after I've gone to bed. So really, it's just the weekends that we have together, so we try to do the shopping together then. And also because of my social anxiety, I don't really like going shopping by myself as it is. So it's an added burden to me. I'm like, I'm too tired for it. I don't want to deal with people. And if I do that, we're not going to have the stuff we need. I'm going to feel like I'm not taking care of my family, and that's not going to help me out emotionally. If I don't pay attention to the house, believe me when I tell you, it will fall apart. Because there's just a million little details, the yard needs cleaning, this and that. If I don't push them to do it, they're not going to do it. So again, when I come out of this, that's just going to make me mad at them. I'm going to be upset, and it's going to start fights, and it's going to create a very hostile environment here. So I have to stay on top of things. Other things that I need to watch out for, I'm extremely emotional right now. Very emotional and sensitive. And both because I'm tired and because I'm spiraling. So I have to watch out right now with getting easily offended. Anything that somebody says, anything that somebody does will offend me, and that's not good. People aren't out to get me, and I need to remember that. So it's easier right now when I need to try and focus on doing is actually leaning on people, leaning on that support group that I was talking about last time, instead of fighting with them. I need to find somebody that makes me feel safe. Sometimes that's my sister, and she's great about it. Sometimes that's my boyfriend, and he's great about it. Sometimes it's my mom. I was just sitting at her house, letting her talk to me for hours about, the stories of when she was a little girl, or she has a really good way. Parents always criticize, but at the same time, she has a really good way of reminding me how strong I am and how good I am at different things, and that helps a lot right now. Not wanting to deal with people. I am also in the retail business. So not wanting to deal with people is not really an option. I am a little bit fortunate to where my job has to deal more with numbers than with people, but I do have to deal with people every once in a while. And right now people just annoy me and they drain me. And, but you know what? Taking a look inside yourself and seeing, we know what it's like for other people to say, oh, they're fine. They're fine. They're just, they just don't want to deal with people or whatever. We know what it's like to be judged. And so I need to remember that when I deal with other people and the people that annoy me, I need to think that they have a story too. They have things going on too. And that kind of helps a little bit. If I can make somebody else feel good, that makes me feel good. And if I make somebody else feel bad, I need to think about how I feel when people make me feel bad. But because of all of this, I need to take time for myself. That is very, very important. Taking time for yourself. The next few days, maybe if worst case scenario, if it's weeks, are going to be very hard on me. Physically, mentally, emotionally, in every sense of the word. They're going to be hard and they're going to be draining. It'll be a constant struggle to just get up in the morning and push myself. But I'm not going to let this bring me down. We cannot let this bring us down. Because then we fall into that despair. And we don't want to do that. I'm done doing that. So the things that I'll focus on, and I guess that's another kind of reason why I'm doing these videos, although I didn't realize it until now, is because it allows me to analyze myself and to say, you know what, yeah, this is what I'm going to work on. It's kind of like my notes when I do the videos. These videos are kind of notes on what I need to work on in my life. So I need to work on avoiding confrontations. Talk to people. Let them know what's going on. So if I go into work and I let them know, hey, you know what, guys, I'm having a hard day. Words to me are very important, and I don't know why I feel that saying having a hard day is better than saying I'm having a bad day. You can have a bad day any day. My car didn't start this morning, or traffic was bad, whatever. That's not as, I guess, descriptive. I'm not sure how to explain it, as I'm having a hard day, because luckily enough by now people know me, and so they know, oh, mentally, emotionally, she's not where she needs to be. And so that takes a little bit of pressure off of me, kind of acknowledging that I'm not feeling well, and it doesn't have to do with the people around me. It has to do with the fact that I'm having a bad day. I'm having a hard day. And it also lets the people around me know that if my emotions are a little volatile or my actions are a little volatile at the moment, it has nothing to do with them. It has to do with me. And maybe they can tell me, hey, remember you're having a hard day. You need to calm down. And sometimes that's hard, but a lot of times that helps. It's hard to hear that, but you've already acknowledged it. It's not like they're calling you out on it. You've acknowledged it, and you're like, you know what, that's right. Let me take a moment to take a breather. I have to work on pushing myself to take care of myself, to start doing the yoga, because the yoga, I don't know why, it has a very uplifting effect. I feel kind of like, because right now, the way that I feel right now, I feel like a huge weight on my shoulders. And when I do the yoga, I feel like that's kind of lifted a little bit. I can even breathe a little bit better. Going back to running, because again, that creates that exhaustion and it helps, get the blood flowing, get the blood pumping, and giving me a little more energy that I really need right now. I need everything and anything that I can to give me that energy. Makeup. I actually love makeup. I love what makeup can do you. I'm not one of those experts that, the contouring and all that stuff. Not quite there. But I do love it. I love how just, a shade of color on your lips can transform your entire face. Eating right. Because again, right now I feel really sluggish. You don't think you notice it, but believe me, in like 1 or 2 days of eating right and eating clean and eating just the right kind of stuff will give you that energy. And besides, you start to see it in yourself. There was a time when I broke out a lot, so that wasn't helping my emotional state at all. And that's cleared up and everything like that. So I know that will help. I'm going to try to get up earlier. I think that's going to be the hardest one. Because right now, let me tell you, I could sleep for a week and still be tired. But I want to get up earlier because then I don't feel like I'm rushing in the morning. And I have that little bit more of me time. And I know that I'm not going to miss something. I can stop and look around and not feel completely overwhelmed and saying, okay, do I have everything that I need? So that'll definitely help. As hard as it's going to be to initially get up, I always feel such a sense of accomplishment that I'm like, wow, I can't believe I got all these things done this early or today. And so that always helps me feel better too. But all of this, this takes, again, a very hard toll on me, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Right now, in fact, I have kind of like flu-like symptoms that I feel like I'm sick. I've actually gotten a fever twice today, and I really just think it's from exhaustion and nothing else. So because of all all of those things and how hard I know that I have to push myself to get out of this so that this doesn't beat me, I also know that I have to take that time for myself. I need to take that time to just sit quietly and read, just sit quietly and think, maybe listen to music, maybe drink my tea. That way I can recharge and keep facing, this world, keep facing the world, keep facing my own emotions, keep facing my own turmoil, and push that out, And I will break. I will tell you guys right now that I will break, especially with the anger issue. And I will fall, but that's okay. I need to understand that is going to be okay, because remember, you're not alone. And even in these darkest of times, again, when people see that you're trying, the people that love you will be your rock, and they'll be your crutch, and they'll help you get up, and they'll say, go. Kind of like your parents did when they taught you to ride without training wheels. They'll be your training wheels for a little bit, and then they'll be like, okay, go. Do it on your own. We know that you can. We know that you're strong. Just always remember that you do not have to do this alone. Good night, everyone.